conference class. First of all, I welcome all of you to HelpCHNStudents telecoaching facility for class 10. So all are requested to follow certain rules while on the teleconference call. First thing is, students are requested to follow certain rules while on the teleconference call. First thing is, after I finish my introduction session, the teacher will take a session for 20 minutes and all are requested to listen, make note of it or even write down your doubts. So once the teacher is done with the class, student can come up with your doubts are not clarified. You may email us to info@mintbook.com or even send a message to 088-922-95967 so that we can address all your doubts. Request all of you to please inform about this facility to all your friends so that even they can make use of this opportunity. So all the best, students. Now it's time for Ms. Kateshwari to take the class on biology.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, can continue.
Good evening, students. Today before I start the subject, I'd like to tell you a small story about. Once there was a king who had a doubt where happiness is. So he put the question to his ministers. So the ministers, they came up with lot of answers, but the king was not satisfied at all. And one minister was telling, King, tomorrow morning I'll let you know where his happiness is. Then next morning, the minister, before the king gets up from his bed, he went to his room, locked him up in the room. After some time, when the king got up, he came to the door. He was knocking at the door and asking somebody, if there's anybody outside, please open the door. Has went on, but nobody opened the door. Then the minister was standing out. And then after some time, the minister opened the door. The king was shouting at the minister. Do you know why he was shouting? Yes, he was shouting that he was not able to attend his nature call and he was not able to clear his bowels. So he was tense and he was shouting at the minister. So this small incident, the small story tells that how much our excretory system is important for a human. So today our topic will be our excretory system in man. So before I start the class, I'd like to tell about what is the definition of excretion. Excretion is getting rid of metabolic waste products from the body. Underline the word metabolic waste from the body. What happens if the unwanted materials, unwanted waste is not excreted from the body? Our body, it is stored, all waste will be stored in the body and our body will swell, at last it may be fatal to the person. So it is very important to excrete the waste product. And kidney plays a very important role in the excretion. So we'll be dealing with kidney today. Let us start up with the structure of kidney. Our principal excretory organ. Kidney is a reddish, brown, bean-shaped organ. It is about 10 centimeter long and 6 centimeter wide. And it will be 3/4 of a small scale size and 4 centimeter thickness. So, and it weighs about 140 to 160 grams. Let me repeat again. Each kidney is about 10 centimeter long, 6 centimeter wide, and 4 centimeter thick, and it weighs about 140 to 160 grams. And where this kidney is placed in our body? It is in our abdomen region, behind our stomach. Behind our stomach, in both sides of your vertebrate spinal cord, backside of your stomach, your kidney is placed. And the left kidney is placed slightly higher than the right kidney. Since your right side, you have your liver, so that kidney is a little bit low. Left side, you don't have, so it is a little bit up. And when you go to the...
There are currently 7 other participants in the conference.
As we already know, it is bean-shaped, and it has an outer cover, cortex, outer cover, and an inner cover. The outer cover, we call it as cortex, and the inner, we have medulla. And this kidney is connected by a funnel-shaped opening called hilum, 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 where arteries, renal vein, and ureter connects the kidney. It is funnel-shaped. A funnel-shaped opening called hilum, where arteries, renal vein, and ureter connects the kidney. Oxygenated blood with waste product is carried by renal artery. The words like oxygenated blood, waste products carried by renal artery. Underline it, it's very important. Keep that in mind. Oxygenated blood with waste product is carried by renal artery. And deoxygenated blood without waste product is carried by renal vein. So, let me repeat the second point. Deoxygenated blood without waste product is carried by renal vein. So, kidney has a higher blood flow than our brain and liver or heart. So, kidney, much of our blood circulates in kidney. The main function of kidney is to remove the unwanted chemicals as well as excess water from the blood. So, kidney plays a very important role. Let me explain the process in which it is done. Blood enters through the kidney, filters up with the help of nephrons. Nephrons does the main job. It is the structural and functional unit of kidney. The definition of nephron is very important. Note it down. Nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. This nephron filters the blood and urine is excreted through ureter, the tube which connects the urinary bladder. It's like a sac where the urine are stored, and through ureter it is let open out. So kidney filters it. Ureter is a small pipe which connects the kidney and the urinary bladder. So urine travels through ureter, reaches the urinary bladder, which is like a bag. From there, through an opening called urethra, the urine is let out. This is a small process. Let us go a little bit detail what happens in the kidney with the nephron. Nephron is a cluster of thin wall blood capillaries. What are capillaries? Capillaries are thin, minute, hair-like blood veins which has both arteries and veins together. So each capillary is associated with a cup-shaped end of a tube called Bowman's capsule. So this Bowman capsule is a cup-shaped. It was named after the scientist William Bowman. So all the capillaries, through the capillaries, blood enters, and all the unwanted waste such as urea and uric acid are removed from the blood and enters the Bowman's capsule and then filters and the Bowman's capsule where the important minerals that is needed is absorbed. The unwanted wastes are removed, and at each end of the tube, all the filtered urine are collected. Initial filtration happens where glucose, amino acids, salts, and major amount of water is released. Urine forming in each kidney enters a long tube, ureter, which connects the urinary bladder. When the urinary bladder gets filled up, urinary bladder can hold 300 to 400 ml of urine. When the pressure in the urinary bladder is increased, and the spontaneous nervous activities will make the people feel to urinate. Since the bladder is a muscle where it is connected with nerves, it can be controlled by the person also. So the opening urethra person also. The external opening is otherwise called as urethral orifice. URETHRAL, urethral orifice, ORIFICE. In human males, it is about 20 centimeters long and serves as a common passage for urine and sperm. In female, urethra is about 3.5 centimeters long and serves as a passage for urine only. The role of urinary bladder is not only urination, but it also stores it. And this action of urine storing is called micturition. 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 And urine removes toxic substances. It also regulates blood pressure by controlling the fluid content. It also maintains the amount of water, ionic balance in the body. Every day, the kidney processes 190 liters of blood, in which 1.9 liters of urine is excreted out. 0.9 to 1.9 liters of urine is letted out. But blood circulation, 190 liters of blood is circulated by kidney every day. And to get the urine of 0.9 to 1.9 liters of urine. So that urine plays very important role. That kidney plays to excrete this urine, and that was very important. This question may be asked in 5 marks. And the definitions can be asked in 2 marks. Definition of excretion. definition of nephron. And let us now go to the function of nephron. Nephron is a structure, as I said before, it's a structural and functional unit of kidney. Each nephron consists of three parts: malpigum, body or renal corpuscle, nephric tube, and the connecting duct. So, it starts with the Bowman's capsule. It is a cup-shaped, as I said, it is a cup-shaped border. Blind end of nephrons are there, from where urine is blood circulated. This Bowman's capsule leads to a longer tube. There's a bunch of fine blood capillaries called glomerulus, through which the glomerulus are like blood capillaries where the blood unwanted waste are removed. So today we have seen, let me recap once again. We have dealt with the definition of excretion, the biological process involved in removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. We have dealt with that. Then the function of kidney, blood enters the kidney, filtration takes place, travels through ureter, reaches urinary bladder, through urethra it is let out. And the function of kidney, it removes toxic substances, it regulates blood pressure by controlling the fluid content, maintains amount of water, ionic balance in the body. Then the structure of nephron. Nephron definition. Nephron is a structural and functional unit of kidney. It has a Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Through Bowman's capsule, the blood enters, gets filtered in glomerulus and let out. And the other important thing that we have to keep in mind is oxygenated blood with waste product is carried out by renal artery. That will be in red in color. It will be given in red in color. And deoxygenated blood without waste product is carried by renal vein. Each kidney contains 1 million of nephrons. Each nephron is about 3 centimeters long. Let me repeat. Each kidney contains 1 million of nephrons. So a person has 2 kidneys. So a person has 2 million of nephrons in their kidney. So each kidney is about 3 centimeters long. It's a very small organ, but a lot of filtration, lot of waste products from our waste materials from our body is excreted through this kidney alone. So keep that not only in the point of examination point of view that we have to know about kidney to maintain our health in a proper and well manner, we should know about the organ and its function. So keep this in mind. The kidney is a very small organ. Let me tell about its size. 10 centimeters long, 6 centimeters wide, 4 centimeters thick, weighs about 140 to 160 grams. It's a very small, tiny, fleshy organ, but plays a very important role in our body. Kidney has higher blood flow than the brain, liver, or heart. So our blood is much of our blood is circulated. So each per day, 190 liters of blood it is filtering, it is circulating in it and releases of 0.9 to 1.9 liters of urine. So this is one topic that we have done today. Let us go to our next topic, hereditary and evolution. This hereditary and evolution, in that we'll be dealing about determination of it. How to a person can identify what kind of how to identify the gene through. There are some factors, that environmental factors, that determines whether it is male or female. In animals, for example, in hen, how to find out? The environment said its gene. When due to environment, due to the temperature of the environment, if the temperature raises up, it will be a cock. If the temperature is little below, it will convert into hen. So the temperature, the atmosphere, the environment plays a very important role in few animals. But when it happens to snails, both male and female, the snail can convert itself to a male as well as female, and it can set its own tone. But so we call these animals as non-genetical determination, because it doesn't depend upon the gene for its young ones. But not in case of human, gene plays a very important role. Gene inherited from a parent decides whether it is a boy or a girl. For male, usually we have 23 chromosomes in our body, in which 22 chromosomes are correctly paired, whereas the 23rd chromosome, where it is called the sex chromosome, it is not equally split out in our human beings. For male, it is XY, the gametes are XY, whereas for female, in zygote, it is XX. Always in female, it is XX. During the process of reproduction, if a male gamete reads X and female X is released, we get a female child. If the male gamete releases Y and X from the zygote of the female, we get a male child. So XX is a female, XY is a male. So male determines what child it is. So it is not that the female decides the child, it is the male hormone decides the child, child. So it is the two questions that we have dealt about, very important 5-mark question. One is the excretory system, in which a kidney we have discussed, and then in the chapter Hereditary and Evolution, we have discussed about another 5-mark question, sex determination. In that sex determination, in some organisms, environment plays the important role, and that is the temperature. In some organism, the organism itself can change it, like in snail. That is, both are non-genetical, the environmental and the organism. The changes, if it occurs in itself, that is non-genetical determination. Whereas in human, it is genetical determination. It follows in a gene. From the parent, we decide whether we are boy or girl. So always a female has XX chromosome, whereas the male gametes has XY. So the male person decides whether it is female or male. It is not in the hands of female. Then we have 23 chromosome, whereas the 23rd chromosome is the sex chromosome, and it is not equally distributed in male and female. These are the important points that we have to keep it in mind. Okay. Now, do you have any other queries to ask about?